quick, rundown of what Spike, when you started the team.
Hang on. I have to fill this.
Okay, so,
With our application.
yeah, exactly.
Double cameras.
So
Yes, we're
you can
crazy.
just, I'll cut it and redo it.
Là, je filme.
We'll wait until okay, Steve, you're filming
Yeah,
us.
I'm pretty lame. Not like a Pittman.
Oh, man, that's cool.
Hey, usually, last time I went with him, he was talking to me and I was editing it through iMovie. And
You know what, man? iPhones and your cell phones, man, you can do more stuff with that than anything.
any computer.
Yeah.
It took me like 3 months to edit a damn movie we shot like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
It took me like half an hour to do it on my phone. It was fucked. But right now, we started to shoot since Montreal, and I'm using like the 8 millimeters
Application.
camera. So it's old style 70 right
It's
now.
going to be so cool. It's called
That's
Off
just
Yeah.
the look
Beaten
I wanted
Path.
to show.
It's Off the Beaten Path onto tour. So we're
Off the beaten path.
Off the
It
beaten
really
path.
is.
Yeah.
Are you feeling, bro?
Oh yeah.
All right, so like I said,
So,
my
very
bro
cold.
Shane from Spike Paranormal, probably colder than Georgia. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
And Shane, I wanted Shane to give us a little history lesson about Spike Paranormal and when you started investigating and
Spike Paranormal as a team, we investigated in 2011
Okay.
and investigated many different places. Bobby Mackey's, though, has been on the forefront ever since we started, because we've heard so many things. You can think of, of course, Ghost Adventures and all of these other places, but actually, researching the history is something that we've always wanted to do. So we finally are here, man, and we're some great investigators too, man. Anyway, but with Spike, collective team, of course, that rundown, but the main thing is we are searching for the truth, and we'll do any means necessary to find the truth. And I know all of my other investigators over here can attest to that. Yeah, I got to give them some time. I don't want to hog all the camera.
take it.
but I also wanted to point out that Shane, they have a TV show, original TV show in Georgia, Spike Paranormal. They also have their Spreaker podcast, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Almost 19,000 followers now.
Yeah, and you have Reverend.
Yeah, we had Bishop James Long, which
Yeah,
actually went to Bobby Mackey's and did some work there. We had him on just
Last Tuesday.
Last
Tuesday, so that was cool. We've had some other great guests. We had this guy here. We had Alexandra Holzer, if you know her. Hans Holzer. Hans Holzer was, a lot of people know him, the father of the paranormal. We've had his daughter on. Actually, we're working with her with some other things in the works. So we got to keep that hush-hush for now until we get more details. But yeah, interesting stuff, man. We love doing this stuff. And we'll do this as long, like I said before, as long as we have breath, man, we're going to be doing this.
After
You
it,
can see
Yeah.
our breath right now.
And after that too.
people that will go on and looking for us.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. Now that would be cool. That would be cool.
And Brandon, your other team member, couldn't make it.
Yeah, he
today.
couldn't make it, unfortunately, but, he sends his wishes and all that good stuff. So.
And Shane does the podcast with every week.
Brandon.
Brandon,
Well, Brandon, we have Bianca. Brandon's been busy working and other things, so we've had Bianca and Jonathan, and they've been doing some research for different things regarding the show and the topics. And Mr. Jonathan over here, he's pretty much the skeptic of the group, which we really
keep it balanced.
We really
try to anyway.
Yeah, we really love that aspect of it, because it's somebody not thinking and believing just like us. And we want to work with people like that, because if we're working with everybody like-minded, what's the point? You're not learning anything.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
what
exactly
I
like
keep
you said
saying.
about
I
different
see
beliefs.
theories,
Exactly.
different culture, mixing all together.
We
I
can-
have my beliefs, you have all
Right.
your beliefs, different beliefs,
Exactly.
and I don't like being outcast, and it's important to me to feel like being a teammate and team with other teams and see different other styles,
Exactly, because-
investigation and everything.
exactly.
And
So
Yeah,
That's
if we
what makes
can't-
you better.
Right.
Yeah,
If we can't
exactly.
reach across the aisle, if we can't go and get input and learn from everybody, then it's not even worth it.
No, because
Exactly.
actually nobody has
Like one of the things that,
the real fruit.
like I said on the podcast, I was at Ginsburg with Dustin Perry, that used to be with
Yeah.
Taps, and Dustin was sitting, and we weren't getting anything. It was a very boring. Probably you were there.
No,
It
it
was
was
boring.
boring.
Very boring. Actually, we were not even in General Lee's headquarters. Okay, so it was supposed to be General Lee's headquarters, but they found out later on that it wasn't. But we were there, nothing happening, and then we just started chatting, and Dustin said that he never quit paranormal, but he stopped investigating with Taps because, he was tired of all the drama and all the
Right.
stuff like that. But he said that paranormal changed his life because it made him a better man. It made him realize that what you do in this life affects what happens to you in the afterlife. So it really changed him. He said when I started the thing, I was a big jock guy, and getting the girls and everything, and then he got married and he got into very religious. You can see his posts on Facebook and on
Right,
Twitter, and I really respect Dustin as a man, as an investigator. And when he said that, I was like, oh my God! It also started affecting me, and got me on a journey about faith and demonology and all this
Asking a
stuff.
lot
And
of questions.
it's still an ongoing process, but you learn from people.
Or you get inspired by people.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
That's a really true to be too.
You're exactly right.
And you started investigating with Brandon.
Well, it was Brandon's house. Some weird, unexplained things were going on. We have that. I had it on the website. We've recently changed over to a new layout and all that stuff, so I'm gonna have to put all that stuff back on there. Weird stuff we couldn't explain. Actually, our first EVP that we ever captured said both of our names. I mean, trust me.
That's a creepy one.
I'm a very analytical person. I analyze everything, and I want to try to pick it apart before I even claim it's something else. It said Shane Brandon in a woman's voice. Then it switched over and it says I'll kill you, and it's in a male's voice.
Oh my God.
No radios, no
absolutely.
television,
Yes.
nobody outside. We were the only men there.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments where, so much emotions going on, your eyes are swelling up
Yeah.
with tears.
Exactly.
Not like, oh, I'm sobbing like a baby.
No,
but,
you're
but
getting full of
it's-
emotion.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
much
you
emotion. I'm like, oh my God, did that just happen?
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, overwhelming.
And the house, it got worse and worse. There was things going on. And he reached out to priests, pastors. Nobody would touch it.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to do anything. And we were like, you know what, there's other people like that out there. And they're looking for help, and they are probably coming across the same thing. Nobody helped them. So why not start something to be able to be there for them, be a source for them to go to if they need help. One thing I can say about Spike Paranormal, and this is the forefront, this is more than investigating Bobby Mackey's anything else. If we're not helping people, and that's not one of our top priorities, we should reevaluate why we're doing what we're doing. And that's
Yeah.
just our opinion. That's my opinion.
I mean, I love Bobby Mackey's and Waverly Hills and Penners and all those stuff, but we do a lot of private homes, and I get excited to do private homes because you go there, and sometimes just listening to the person's story, sometimes they're scared to tell their friends. They're scared of the reaction of people, like, are you crazy? And then when you go there, all your equipment at first they're like, okay, but it's always overwhelming when you got them all teared up at the end, and they give you big hugs and saying thank you very much. And actually, all the investigations we did never spiked things up. It always calmed down after we did it. So sometimes, I think my belief is that I'm still going through that, but I don't think sometimes, we always gather good people, bad people, good spirits, bad spirits. But I think there's maybe just misunderstood spirits.
Absolutely.
That they never had a chance to tell their side of the story. Sometimes, they're, categorized as that's the killer, that's who's in this place. But maybe he didn't kill anybody.
Right.
And he's always being harassed by investigators going like, why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why did you do that? And I didn't do anything.
Right.
So if you approach it differently, you go like, we're here to listen to your story. If you have anything you never had a chance to say, now's your chance to do it. Maybe you'll get a different reaction.
And I wholeheartedly believe in spirits and ghosts and things like that. But I also wholeheartedly believe that a lot of times in our research cases, our private homes, a lot of times the emotion of the person themselves is causing the activity.
Yeah.
Not necessarily spirits there,
Exactly.
which I wholeheartedly believe in them. But sometimes it's the actual people and the circumstances that's causing all of the
To
activity.
me, it's mind over matter.
Absolutely.
Right.
To me, it's mind over matter. I'm not even sure yet the spirits could be interdimensional being, it could be anything. When you're
Exactly.
studying quantum physics, it's all different world. We're all living through that energy. Every atom doesn't touch each other. So I know that energy can be destroyed, can be created.
Right.
So when our body is dying and is rotting to death, what happened to that energy?
Right.
Is it going to some kind of other dimension? Is
Right.
that it? Because
Are we
scientific
staying here?
calculated that they have like 11 different dimensions right now. They can calculate it on papers. Us humans only see 3 dimensions. So is it this? Is it what we call heaven, hell? We going through other dimension or stuff like that?
Is it spirits?
So
or
is it
just-
spirits? Is it just energy? Is it just residual? Is it other beings, other dimensional beings?
Exactly.
Is
Josh is, oh man, we met him in Gettysburg. He's such a, you know, he's like on TV. You know, he's not different.
He seems very sincere.
Sincere
and
and you know, the pic I took with him, it looked like 2 long lost buddies. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
instead of just taking a picture like,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're trying to smile.
you know, or
another photo. Yeah.
another
Yeah.
pic. You know.
But I completely
Yeah.
agree with you about grounding yourself. I don't think some investigators, you know, from what I've watched, may not use this as much, but grounding yourself and learning the techniques of actually centering yourself, especially in investigations like this, if you don't do that,
no, if you
No.
You're in big trouble.
No.
if you're not mentally stable, if you're not mentally grounded, you are screwed from the start.
Screw for-
Yeah.
You really are.
I'll be
So
right back.
that's what we've been talking about the whole time with this investigation. It could be nothing. It could be all hype. For all we know, it could be
Exactly.
hype.
It could be.
But
It could be nothing too. It
But-
could be
it's better safe than sorry. And I'd rather err on the side of caution than go there and be unprepared and then something, you know.
Right.
If we ever feel like we're not feeling well or anything.
If I want to
don't-
puke,
You
I
know,
need
you know
to
that
puke.
Joe Chin, you know Joe Chin, another guy I
Let
watch.
me
I
know, I'll
hate
hold
Joe,
your hair back,
but
sweetie.
you remember what Joe always says with Christina's sister? Don't be a hero. This
Nope.
is paranormal investigating is not about proving you're a tough
Nope.
guy. You know, no. You know, I'm not feeling well, and you know,
Go
because
outside.
when you try to I'm okay, that's when you can get in trouble.
You're vulnerable.
Yeah, you're vulnerable.
And
that's
not
it.
only yourself, you get your teammates in trouble because
Right.
if you're feeling attacked, maybe that bad energy can transfer it to your
Absolutely.
You're
teammates.
exactly right. You are exactly right.
So
Thank
it's
you
good.
guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Hey,
a lot
guys.
of fun.